moment he realized he killed somebody's mom. Let's get into it.
They turned right, I turned left.
The driver of the other vehicle was killed, so it is a fatality.
Tuesday, March 29th, 2022, Elyria, Ohio. The police receive an emergency call reporting a severe accident near the intersection of West Ridge Road and Delafield Road. The police, along with EMS and firefighters, respond immediately. The conditions of those involved are unknown, and they fear a worst-case scenario may have come to pass. I'm Tyler, and this is your daily dose of crime.
Are you going in with the EMS?
I'm going with the police. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. I was driving. I up.
Alright.
I'm going with the police. I don't need EMS.
You don't need EMS? Okay. I'll have you come over this way then. Did they clear you? I have his
I don't
license.
need to be cleared, but can you give this to him?
No,
Can I put it in his pocket?
you'll have to ask them, but I need to give him his license back, so I'll be back. Alright, we'll go over this way, okay?
We'll see.
Do you have any weapons or anything on you?
I have a razor right there. That's it. That's from
Alright. I'm just gonna remove this from you.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna text you a supervisor's phone number. And that's the only thing I had on me.
Okay.
You gonna be here for a few minutes yet?
I'll have you come this way with me. Before you have a seat in my vehicle, I just need to pat you down for weapons. And then I'm going to run your information, make sure you're good and valid. I'm going to put you through some tests, okay? So how fast did you say you were going when you last looked down at your speedometer?
Last time I looked down, I was going
140 miles per hour? Okay.
They pulled out here. I tried as hard as I could to stop. I just couldn't. They pulled out right here.
So they came out from
Yes, sir.
from Delafield here and turned right.
I tried to stop, but I couldn't.
Okay.
And I left me and my brother overturning. I left them. I don't know in which situation.
Before they deal with you,
Yes, ma'am.
you understand what you're refusing, up to and including death. Do you understand that? You have a brain bleed or something's wrong with your neck, your cervical, your thoracic, you can die. Do you understand what I am saying to you?
Are they having them without a pulse?
Hold on. I'm asking you, are you sure that you don't want to go to the hospital?
Don't look at that. You gotta do what's best for your health.
Take me to the hospital. Then.
Take you?
Yes.
What are you doing?
He wants to go to the hospital.
Then let's go. I asked him 5 times.
You want to go?
I'll go.
All right.
Okay.
Our ambulance is back here.
Jesus Christ.
What hospital are you taking? Elyria? Okay.
The responsible driver, identified as Logan Townsley, is covered in blood when he makes contact with officers. Despite standing in front of the authorities, he's warned of the consequences of refusing medical attention after a car accident and eventually agrees to be sent to the hospital. Through tears in his initial statement, he admits to drinking and driving at 140 miles per hour at the time of the crash. Officers see the victims, observe the vehicles, and understand that it is adrenaline keeping Logan on his feet. The situation is heartbreaking, and authorities fear they may not be able to save the victim.
Where is the passenger going? Elyria Hospital as well? Okay. The passenger of the Audi is also going to the Elyria Hospital. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. If you'd like to speak with me without an attorney present, you may, but if you don't want to speak with me, you don't have to. The reason I'm advising you of your rights is you're involved in a motor vehicle accident. The driver of the other vehicle was killed, so it is a fatality. All right? And then just with the strong odor of and your red and watery eyes, and you admitted that you thought you had a little bit more to drink than you should have. So that's the reason why I'm advising you that.
Man, and he admitted to going 140, but it don't matter because you killed somebody. So,
I'm going to try to get a statement from you initially.
That they don't care once you kill.
We'll
Which is
go from there,
understandable.
okay? Okay, so just the first question is pretty general. I'm a slow writer, so I might have to have you repeat it a couple times, but what happened?
They turned right. I tried to stop. But looks good.
Okay. And then what's injured that you know of, or that feels injured for you?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Nothing. Looks good.
Okay. Were you wearing a seatbelt?
Isn't that hot?
Do you know
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? It's always the dude who's driving. He doesn't get hurt, but it's the people in the other car they just
There was as
killed
well.
or
Wearing a seatbelt. So.
injured terribly.
The passenger is your brother. And what was your speed?
The last time I looked at my speedometer, I was doing 140 miles per hour.
Okay.
Officer,
Yeah.
is the baby okay?
So the baby, from what I'm aware, is still alive, but it's very serious injuries for the baby. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So the driver is the one who died.
Yes, sir.
And then why were you driving so fast?
There's no excuse why I was driving that fast.
Okay. And then just estimation, how far away were you when you saw the vehicle pull in front
Kind
of
of
you?
lame ass question. Is
Pull out
that?
in front of you.
I'd say maybe 100 to 150 feet.
And what evasive action did you take? Basically, how'd you try to avoid the crash?
My brakes up. I tried stopping as hard as I could. If I would have went to the left, I would have went to the line. That was really my only option, is to go left, and it would have been a head-on collision. So
Okay.
that would have been, I don't know.
All right. And was there oncoming traffic?
As in opposite coming in
Yeah.
the opposite direction? Yes, sir. That's why I didn't go to the left.
Okay. Did you see the other vehicle stop at the stop sign?
So whenever I've seen the other vehicles, they were on their way
Okay.
to Westridge.
Yeah.
I was getting Westridge and Westridge are confused. But they were turning right on the turning right on the Westridge, and that was when I initially seen them. As I say,
Okay.
Kaylee Eskins, the driver of the other vehicle, had passed away after multiple attempts at resuscitation. And in the hospital, Townsley's informed of the victim's death and notified of charges against him before giving detailed statements about what happened. He states that he had tried to brake as soon as he saw the other vehicle, but the impact was unavoidable. He doesn't justify why he was driving at such high speeds and explains the different maneuvers he attempted to avoid the crash, but it was impossible at the moment when he lost control of the vehicle.
And then how much alcohol have you consumed today?
I probably had around 6 beers total, sir.
Okay. And when did you stop drinking?
What time is it now, sir? I stopped drinking right around midnight.
Okay.
Did one shot for did the one shot at my brother's birthday for midnight, and that was the last drink I had.
Okay. Have you had any?
No, sir.
Okay. Probably about 15 minutes I'll ask you for a urine sample, but prior to that, do you have any eye problems?
No, sir.
All right. Do you wear glasses or contacts?
Go ahead.
No, sir.
You
Okay.
can go.
I can go.
Yep.
Can I hold the urinal? At least. I just have to be able to feel what I'm doing,
Got
and
it.
it'll make me feel comfortable.
Don't move your head.
Are you able to talk when you do that, or I can give you a
Yes.
minute? Okay. And then, have you had any recent head injuries to include from this crash?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you take prescriptions?
No, sir.
All right. And do you have any ear infections?
No, sir.
Overall, are you in good health?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any handicaps?
No, sir.
Okay. So they probably don't want to lean you up or anything like that. So what I'm going to do, we'll see if I can make this work. I was just going to check your eyes. If I can't do that accurately, I've got a portable breath test. It's not admissible in court. I can have you, either you take that or refuse it. You can refuse any test.
Yes, sir.
But that's what I'll do, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then I'll read a form to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, I totally got some on myself. I'm not gonna lie.
That's all right.
All right. So for when I check your eyes, what I'm going to do, I'm just going
Up
to
in a minute, buddy.
I'm just going to move the pen back and forth. Okay. I don't know if they can adjust the towel or not on your head, but probably not. Maybe.
It's just to keep them warm.
Oh, okay. So you're not supposed to turn your head or move your head anyway during this test. All I'm going to do is I'm going to move the tip of the pen from side to side, and you're just going to follow it with your eyes and your eyes only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're going to keep your head still. Obviously, you need to keep it still in that brace anyway.
Yes, sir.
If I can't,
So when is the moment where he realizes that what he did? Like, is it when he sobers up, or because he don't seem too drunk? He seems like he knows what he's talking about.
Can't see what I'm, anything accurately, we'll just move on.
Yes,
Or if it's causing you pain, you need to let me know because we can just stop.
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right, can you see the tip of the pen?
Yes, sir.
All right, just follow it from side to side.
Logan claims to have consumed approximately 6 drinks and a shot before getting behind the wheel, but authorities have to conduct a breathalyzer test to verify his condition, collect evidence for the case, and assess his true state. Townsley may regret the events and take responsibility for his actions, but officers have to follow protocol and arrest him as soon as he's discharged from the hospital. They're not dealing with a driver involved in a minor accident, they're dealing with an individual responsible for another person's death.
I have any straws on my PVT? If I do, would you be okay blowing into a portable breath test?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this one's not admissible in court, but it just would give us a gauge about where you are. The reason it's not admissible is it can be inaccurate at times.
Okay.
So the breath test that we have that is admissible in court, it's in a controlled setting. Obviously this is in our car, so it has some variation to it. So it'll give us a good indication where you are. These are normal.
So I wonder if that's like that in every state, because this is in Ohio. Wonder if it's like that in every state, that the breathalyzer is admissible in court and they can't use it against you. But I wonder if it's like that everywhere, because I'm from North Carolina and I've heard people get in trouble for this kind of stuff, and they definitely used it against them in court.
Pretty
Guaranteed.
accurate. Obviously this is in our car, so it has some variation to it. So it'll give us a good indication where you are. These are normally pretty accurate overall. And like I said, it might take a couple blows, but if you just go ahead and blow into this straw and blow like a hard, firm breath.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead and blow. All right, well, it says 0.074. It's not letting me have you do it again, but I may have clicked the button too soon. But when I checked your eyes, I got 6 of 6 with nystagmus, so that gives us an 88% confidence with that alone that you're 0.08 or above.
Yes, sir.
So I do feel confident that you're impaired.
Yes, sir.
If it'll let me do it again, I will, but
I will tell you honestly, I will not get behind the wheel if I do not feel coherent.
yeah.
I was speeding and I shouldn't have been going as fast as I was going.
Yeah.
That's really what it came down to. That really is.
Yeah.
The moment I seen that I was upside down in my car with me and my brother, and knowing that I just hit somebody else, that is when I regretted everything I did. I should not have been on the pedal like I was.
Yeah, no,
And
definitely going too
especially
fast.
now knowing that it ended with
Yeah.
and I just the rest of my life up.
So what I'm going to do is, we talked about just how the PBT is not completely 100% accurate. So I'm going to read you a form, and I'm going to ask you for a urine. The urine sample you provided is okay if we have your permission to use it. But I'll ask you if you want to take or refuse the test here momentarily. Just have to reach across, yeah.
What all is that test?
Because it's a fatality, it's going to test for everything.
Okay.
All is the main thing that we're looking at,
Right.
but we will check for as well.
Right.
After collecting urine samples and performing a full procedure to check his blood levels, Townsley is informed that he'll also undergo a drug test to ensure he hasn't consumed any narcotics while intoxicated. Every little detail becomes crucial for the police reports and case files, which lead to an appropriate amount of charges against the defendant. Currently, he faces a charge of driving under the influence of alcohol resulting in death, but depending on the results and further testing, the sentence could be much, much worse.
So while she's getting that ready, I'll be taking you with me to the jail.
Yes, sir.
You'll be getting a ticket, and you'll be booked into the jail with just OVI and reckless operation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but there's charges pending. It looks like you, depending on what the urine results come back and all, in all the totality of the circumstances, it could be aggravated vehicular homicide and aggravated vehicular assault.
Yes,
okay,
sir. Yes, sir.
so I already advised.
Man. So now, because the thumbnail of this video made it look like he was freaked out. So I'm trying to figure out what's gonna happen because he seems super calm.
If you have any questions, let me know. If you want, like I said, if you don't want to talk to me, you don't have to. But when we go there, my supervisor will be there too. So if you have any questions as well, for him in particular, he'll be there. And then you'll have like a video court tomorrow with the judge, more than likely. They'll do it via like Skype or something.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna move back. So I'll have you stand right next to that second passenger driver door. And I'm just gonna handcuff you. If you just put your hands like you're clapping. Yeah, just like that. And if you just put them a little bit further away from you. There you go. Let me know if they are too tight. When you sit down, I've got to buckle you in. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable then.
Logan Townsley, age 24, is found guilty of aggravated vehicular homicide, aggravated vehicular assault, and vehicular assault, all felonies, along with 3 misdemeanor charges for driving under the influence. His sentence was set at least 8 years in prison.
Yeah, I understand why it was 8 years, because he took somebody's life. So really, he got lucky with that charge, because when somebody dies, that's serious. But man, 8 years in the chain gang, that ain't nothing to play with. Rest in peace to that lady who died, and man, that's sad because she had a baby with her too, man. Rest in peace to that young woman. Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. I'm gone.